25-yard line. Now the Georgia Southern man, this is Jarek McKinnon, and they're able to get this one across the 35. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now it's the fullback. This is Kyle Juszczyk. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. Here's Beathard to throw. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. No catches for him in the wild card win last week, but he's got a first quarter grab here. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 36.
Watch him now, Barney!
Again to Henry. And a short gain down to about the 33. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
Set! 319! 319!
Here's Beathard to throw. That's to the right side, complete to Kittle. Just one catch for him last week in the wild card win, but getting involved early here and picks up the first. Well, they're piecing together a nice drive to start this one. Seems pretty scripted and pretty successful so far.
And I think they did it without our help. Because you remember when we sat in the production meeting with them to talk about this. And, hey, you know, how you guys going to come out of the gate? I know I offered my help with a few plays, and they didn't seem to want it.
I didn't offer mine.
You know, you were the smart one. Whatever they're doing, though, it's working really well.
A first down carry for Henry. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12.
Now let's go! Blue 90! Blue 90!
Beathard. His throw caught right around the 6. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
In today's football, where receivers break tackles, make people miss, get upfield for the extra yardage, when you see a play like that where it's caught and he's dropped on the spot, that's a big-time play by the defense.
Blue 90! Blue 90!
They'll try and run for it. This is Juszczyk. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the first down as he's tackled at the 1. And they got 3 yards. That's enough. A conversion, and now it's 1st and goal. And perhaps now close to the first points of this divisional round game as it's 1st and goal.
Now let's go!
They'll try and power it in with Juszczyk. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal.
That's someone who's pretty happy right there. That's the defense coordinator. Body after body getting to him before he can get started.
They'll give it to him up the middle. And he'll take this into the end zone for a San Francisco touchdown. It's the fullback taking it in. And the 49ers drive right down the field and score on the opening drive. Gold with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Gold now out to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. Oh, the spin. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Throwing on first down. Murphy. And he's going to drop this off to Williams. Complete. He'll be tackled shy of the 35. Shifty footwork gets him a little extra on the play.
Brandon, to me, what's important right here on this drive is for them to get at least 2 first downs. They've got to give their defense a chance to settle down, catch their breath a little bit after they give up a touchdown on the opening drive.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
Flex round! Flex round! Here we go! What? 90!
They'll run it now out of the gun. 2 yards on the pickup there, but it's enough to give them a new set of downs.
Not too many more ideal situations in 2nd and 2 in order to try and pick up a first down. They ran it and picked it up.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Flex round! Flex round!
Here's Murphy throwing on first down. Ebron caught left side. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue. It's a first down. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 47.
Let's go! Grand 38! Grand 38!
Murphy operating from the gun. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. And give credit to Reuben Foster, the linebacker, getting a hand in to disrupt.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Murphy now, throwing again. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. DJ Chark, 47 yards. And the Cowboys are an extra point away from tying the football game. The extra point splits the uprights, and we are tied at 7. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. That'll be taken in the end zone. Well, some might have returned that one. He won't. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start the drive from the 25. The 49er offense now making their way out onto the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Beathard breaks the huddle and leads the Niners up with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Let's go!
To throw is Beathard. Throw left side, complete to Ross. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. He was so vital in their wild card win a week ago. 8 catches in that game. This is his first one in this affair. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Second quarter now. Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis with you. It's the 49ers in control of the football. Take this one across the 45 up to about the 46-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Here we go now.
Back to throw Beathard. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Ross. 2 catches now in this divisional round matchup. That one, a 1st down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Beathard and the offense come up here 1st and 10. And he's a perfect 5 for 5 here to begin the game.
3-19!
Now Beathard. Oh, incomplete. The rookie had it and lost it there. And it'll be 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. To throw is Beathard. Steps away to his left. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Here we go now.
They'll throw here. Beathard. Eluding the pressure right. Hard throw, incomplete.
I'm not sure we can spot any tendency here on this third down. They could have run it or passed it. Either one was available. They chose to try and get it through the air, but they were unsuccessful.
Too long for a field goal, too short to punt that in-between range, and they'll go for it on fourth down.
Back that it up, Philly. Here we go. Gone.
He'll look to throw. And that is going to be incomplete. The Niners go for it, but it doesn't work out. And the Cowboys' defense is going to get them the football back. And now here come the Cowboys. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were competent enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
And now with the play clock winding down, Jason Garrett opts to take a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Good starting position for the Cowboys here as they come up 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And an alley to run. Skirts by it at the 35. And he's got this to the 30 before being taken down. All told, it's an even 30 and a first down.
Well, partner, I have to say they called him in the right defense there. Nickel set, 5th defensive back on the field. And they love to run against that because now you typically get a bigger blocker on a smaller defender.
Yeah, because those DBs like you, they want the interception. They're not as worried about the running play, right?
Not at all. And I still remember being in school, and one of my offensive line teammates used to say, boy, I'd love to come downfield and hit you little people.
Good run there. So the big play has them all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. Now Murphy on 1st and 10. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. It's a gain of 7, and that'll make it 2nd down. He's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL, being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. It's a really nice 15-yard pickup, and now it's 1st and goal.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
A first opportunity in the red zone for the Cowboys. They're looking at a 1st and goal from about the 9. To throw is Murphy. From the gun, he'll throw. And he's going to be dropped back at the 15-yard line. DeForest Buckner, and it'll be 2nd and goal. He'll get it up the middle. And he's going to get it inside the 10 to the 7-yard line. He picks up 7 yards there, but they're still faced with a difficult 3rd and goal here.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness, think about running the ball here. Not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves to them as well. I wouldn't run it here, guys. You might want to try throwing it.
Two minutes to play in a tightly contested first half. Back with more NFC playoff action after this. Now with the play clock about to expire, we get a whistle and a timeout. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
Let's go! Grand 38! Grand 38! Ohio! Ohio!
Here's Murphy. Going to throw on 3rd and goal. And he fires one that's intercepted. Reuben Foster picks it. And they will score. It's a 49er touchdown. Short throw pick 6 right there. Those linebackers, they love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
Gold able to tack on the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. That's fielded in the end zone. Oh, good footwork on the spin. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And following the pick 6, and they had decent field position in throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told us they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. From the 21, it's 2nd and 10.
Flex round! Flex round! Let's go!
Back to the air on 2nd down. Murphy. And he's able to get up here to the 26. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes and they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. The Cowboys looking to get going again in a hurry. Back to throw. Murphy dancing to his left. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down. First down now, but that clock rolling. Murphy on first down. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Reuben Foster picks it, and he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line. That late in the clock, second quarter, why not just run it a time or two and get it into the locker room?
What you're saying makes absolutely perfect sense. Run it and get out of there. But I'm just wondering if the pressure of today's NFL and the high-powered offenses that you're facing may have forced them into saying, let's try and get some more points.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. And his throw is incomplete.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
Hurry up, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90. Watch it now, Barney. Barney.
Looking to throw. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. Call it a gain of 5, and that'll bring up a 3rd down.
But it's tough to be a defender in today's NFL because there's so many things to account for in today's passing game, including the back sneaking out of the backfield. Not quite as bad as a turkey bowl where you have that center-eligible stuff, but still a lot of guys to account for.
They're going to look to throw. He's going to be hit and taken down. Back right around the 48-yard line. Now here's a whistle and a timeout. It's called by the receiving team here as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. Here comes the 49ers punter now. Back deep, Jalen Richard. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And you got to think, if this is anything other than just taking a knee, I'd be very surprised.
Yeah, they've got enough to talk about at the half. Why do anything else? Just get out of there.
Likely time for one final snap as they start out 1st and 10.
Here we go. What? 90. What? 90. 56, right there, 56.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Snags it for the pick. Good starting field position for the 49ers as they have it 1st and 10. They'll throw now on the final play. And he finds his target. It's Marquise Goodwin. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. So we've come upon halftime here in this NFC divisional round matchup as we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports halftime report. Take it away, Coach. A trip to the NFC title game hanging in the balance. Second half action back underway. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Out come the Cowboys now as he'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half two, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. On first down, they'll run it on the draw play. So he got free of one tackle, but couldn't do a whole lot else. Tackle that time by Jarquiski Tart.
Well, they did throw interceptions on their last two drives, so no surprise at all they decided to start it with a running play. I'm actually a little bit surprised, though, that they got as much out of it as they did.
Yeah, decent little gain. Puts them in a pretty good spot for second down. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Murphy now looking to throw on second down. Flush to his right. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off near the 29 and into the end zone. A pick 6 for the 49er D as they score the touchdown.
That was an interception, but on the field, the guys who are picking it off, they're not saying that. What word are they using? It's Oski. And that means catch the ball and go the other way.
That's your vernacular. I've never heard anybody say Oski.
Ask around. They'll tell you.
Gold with the extra point, and it's now 21-7. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
And down he goes. The 49ers get there. Eric Armstead. He's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Now Murphy operating from the gun. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Cowboys. DJ Chark, an 80-yard touchdown. And the Cowboys have cut it to within a score.
I know Paul Revere talked about by land or by sea, right? You know, 1 by land, 2 by sea. He didn't mention air because right now we're seeing a big-time performance, aren't we? That's 2 touchdowns so far in this game.
Where'd you pull that one from?
And, you know, every now and then I actually listened in history class.
And you're just a scholar all the way around. You're reading all the time. I like that you fit that into the broadcast.
You know, I just grab a nugget when I can.
Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. The 49ers offense now, they get set to head back on the field. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing.
Under pressure now, and Beathard goes down to the turf. Kenny Clark in there to get him his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20.
Detroit! Detroit!
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off around the 37. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line.
Well, you were backed up into a 2nd and long, but instead of trying to get the yardage back in chunks, he's trying to get it all back at once. And this defense was just lying in wait, and they're there to pick this one off.
Now a whistle, and I think a penalty here for a delay. No, they're going to say timeout. They did get the timeout in time. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter.
Ohio! Ohio! Come on, let's go! White 90! White 90! Cut!
To throw is Murphy. From the gun, he'll throw. So they took a shot on 1st down, but couldn't connect.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, and have them back on their heels.
So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28.
Ohio! Ohio! Come on, let's go! White 90!
Here's Murphy. Going to throw again. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. That's going to be caught. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. DJ Chark saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game. And the Cowboys are an extra point away from tying the football game. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Out on the field now, here come the 49ers. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. They'll find Goodwin here on the right side. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the 1st.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just 1 target in the 1st half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the 1st target of the 2nd half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him. Find him. Find him.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. McKinnon. And an alley to run. Finding some room at midfield. And finally taken down at the 35-yard line. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards.
At halftime, you had to feel like the defense had to be in a good position. They had to feel good about themselves. They'd had this guy boxed in all game long, but after that run, that might be the breakthrough that he's looking for. Now they may have some difficulty dealing with him the rest of today.
Now a play fake here on first down. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right? Yeah. Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
Toss play to McKinnon. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. He lost 4 there, and it's third down.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
The Niners on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is third and 14. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And this is going to be incomplete. Chidobe Awuzie there to make the play in coverage.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on third down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a fourth down decision.
So now they're going to send out the field goal unit to, as they say, fire away from long distance. This will be from 56 yards out. And I don't think this has the carry. It does not. It's no good. And we will remain tied here in this third quarter.
Everything looked good. Good snap, good hold. Sometimes, though, the ball just doesn't want to go where you want it. And this one winds up no good.
So the missed 56-yarder, and now the flip side. Good starting field position at the 46 near midfield.
4 down. Let's go. What? 90.
And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. He'll get 3 up to midfield.
Not much happening there on first down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete.
The effort's always going to be there. Everyone's always going to try and make a catch, but underthrown balls, I think, are the toughest ones to come back and get because usually your momentum's going in the opposite direction when you're trying to stop, break, and come back and get it.
The Cowboys on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7.
Here we go. What? 90. What? 90.
Operating from the gun. Murphy. And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. Eric Armstead in there to pick up his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. Out now comes the Cowboys punter, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And San Francisco gets set to go here. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, well, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
back to throw now in his own end zone. The tight end Kittle has it on the left side. And able to get a little more breathing room out to the 5-yard line. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down. They'd like to avoid punting from their own end zone so they could use something here on third down.
Detroit!
He'll look to throw. And able to get it across the 20 before they get to him. And give him 17 yards that time as that'll move the chains.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. They'll run it now out of the gun. And a nice run past the 30-yard line there. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
The Niners on third down. 2 for 5 to this point. This is third down and 12. They'll set up to throw. And able to haul it in is Kittle. 15 yards through the air and a first down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Beathard now. A perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10.
All right, here we go.
Here's Beathard to throw. Looking to complete it to Pettis, and he's got him. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they've put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
Beathard and the offense come up here 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive.
Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Kenny Clark, the big D tackle there to make the stop.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll set up a third down.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
The Niners on third down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
Here's Beathard to throw. Incomplete. He had his hands on it but couldn't pick it. But it's now 4th down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
The Cowboys offense heading back out and ready to go again. They're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
Murphy throwing on 1st down, escaping the pressure right. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a 1st down. And now before this 1st down play, we're going to get a timeout here. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter.
How many times have we seen this late in the 4th quarter? Because you know the pass rush is getting after him, and they get upfield, get that great push, and what do they create? Space, and he takes off.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll find some space up to about the 25. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. There to stop him on the defensive side, Fred Warner.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Here we go, 3rd and 1. Gut check time on both sides. They'll run it now out of the gun. He's got the 1st down and more past the 40. And he'll get this all the way up to the 42-yard line. And a nice carry there of 15 yards. Time for a break. We'll come back and see how it all shakes out after this. On 1st down, they'll run it on the draw play. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. And it's Reuben Foster in on the tackle.
At this stage, you've got to hustle. Got to get back to the line of scrimmage because you're saving that timeout to make sure you have a chance to get your kicker out there for the big shot.
And now the 49ers signal for a timeout defensively. as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Murphy now to throw on second down. Wide open receiver complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Give him 30 yards there.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10.
Let's go.
Now Murphy on 1st and 10. Flushed out right. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down. One thing that makes him so tough in these 2-minute drills, you got to take into consideration he's mobile.
And that's a big plus for him, but he also has to be careful with that mobility. Sometimes getting rid of the ball and stopping the clock is more important than running around and maybe taking a sack.
And on the ground they go with a running back. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. A solid pickup of 13 sets him up 1st and goal.
This defense needs a big play in the worst way because so far they're not putting up much of a fight. If they don't get a stop here soon, this game could be over for them.
A game-winning field goal would be a chip shot from here. Let's see how they play it on 1st and goal.
Here we go. Grand 38.
And they'll go with a ground attack here. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. That gets him 3 yards closer here as it brings up 2nd and goal. Now, what's the thinking here? Because a touchdown would be nice, but you've ensured yourself a chance at 3 in the lead, so how worried are you about the 6?
You're not very worried about if you're confident in your kicker. And if you got a kicker who can put it through the post, you feel really good about trying to bleed that clock down. In an ideal scenario, your kicker puts it through the post as the clock hits zeros.
And he'll take this one down inside the 5 to the 3. And now with 6 seconds remaining, they're going to burn their final timeout. So now this one's going to rest on the foot of their 2nd-year kicker. This would put them in the NFC title game. And his kick is good. And it's celebration time on that sideline as they have taken the lead in the final seconds. Well, sometimes you get a mismatch in these divisional round games. Not here. This has been everything we could have hoped for.
Okay, Brandon, don't get mad at me, but it's time for the old cliche.
Bring it.
Neither of these teams deserves to lose, but in the end, it's looking like the late field goal is going to be the difference in this game.
That's a good cliche. We'll let that one go. Well, one side moves on, and then, of course, there's the other side, and now they face what they don't want to face, and that's the offseason.
Think about the journey just getting to this game. Preseason, right? The OTAs and mini camps before that. Going through the regular season, fighting and scratching and clawing to make it to the playoffs. And then to get to this game, 1 game short of a conference championship, they'll have the whole offseason to think about it. Let's see if they use it as motivation.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports.